intrigued by the way you're different from all I've seen. I should follow what the elders say, but you're locked in me. Let me into your space, bring into your space. Rush of adrenaline, and we can go anywhere. The rules, we don't care if it's just you and me. But you separate all the signals, intoxicated me like an old glitch in the core of the beast in me. Howling for love, I've never found it. I'm howling for love for an enemy. Right on the edge, I'd love to risk it. And you got me, yeah, you got me. Howling for love, howling for love, howling for love. But your lovely Santa's put a spell on me. I'm howling for love. You put a spell on me. I'm howling for love. You got me. Howling for love. I've never felt it. I'm howling for love for an enemy. Right on the edge, I'd love to risk it. And you got me. Yeah, you got me. Howling for love. I've never felt it. Howling for love instinctively. Everyone knows I should be wary, but your lovely Santa's put a spell on me. Howling for love. Howling for love. Howling for love. But your lovely Santa's put a spell on me. Yeah, you put a spell on me.
Hola, mi amores. Welcome to day 15 of 20 days of streaming. I hope everybody's doing well. And today is going to be like a short-ish stream. I'm not going to be streaming for too long because I plan to go to an event later on this afternoon. I'm not going to be reading any myths. I am going to read the new 5-star that we just got for Zane. Also, congratulations to me. I wish I took a screenshot of it, but I am now 100% affinity with my Zany Poo, my Zane. And you guys are invited to our wedding reading because I have his wedding card. And we'll be doing photo shoots afterwards on Monday. You're invited. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, I have 100% with well, I have 100 affinity with Zane now. It is official. I have 100%. I just wish I took a screenshot when it happened because I knew for some reason I was going to get 100% when I collected Zane's new 5-star. I knew it. I just knew. It's just that I wasn't expecting it to be so much, I suppose, or getting so many cards. Um, I also don't know if my model. Oh, yeah, my model's not on. I've been having all this scuff before I started streaming today, so forgive me for I have not been able to do my diligence. I was supposed to start an hour ago, and because it's not that my audio wasn't working. My audio was working just fine, and I tested my audio several times. It worked, but for some reason, when my OBS updated, and by the way, I'm still having that like robotic issue with my OBS. So I have to constantly close and open and close my OBS whenever it, because I want you guys to have the best quality streams every single time I stream, and I don't want you guys to listen to "I am a robot." Na 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 na. I don't want you guys to hear that because it makes me sound like I don't know what I'm doing and that I don't know how to fix it. And to be honest, I really don't know how to fix that whatsoever without me closing my OBS and restarting it like right after. And since Twitch only allows me to scuff for at least, I don't know, like a minute or at least 30 seconds before it comes back online, that's the problem. Because then it messes up my algorithm for Twitch. But on YouTube, it doesn't really seem like it's too bad of an issue because it just picks up right where I left off. Kinda, not really. It kind of picks up where we left off. Okay? Not entirely, but it makes me go back into my system and I guess remove my like the um the stream that it says coming soon, even though not that's not really true. I don't have a coming soon stream when I have to restart OBS. So I have to figure out a way to fix the audio without exiting OBS. And I'm not really sure how to do that. Someone needs to teach me, but I don't have an OBS school to go to or a teacher. I wish I did, but I don't. And it's a lot of work. And this is my like I know that as streamers or in general as a VTuber, we have like scuffs all the time and it happens and you have to learn how to fix that on the fly. And sadly, the only thing I can do to fix my issues is to close OBS entirely, unless there is a way to reset OBS in OBS. Someone needs to probably teach me that because, again, like I said, I don't know how to do this stuff. I've been skimming by on the skin of my teeth for the last year. So this is embarrassing. And because I decided that I'm going to I've been here already for a year. Thank God it's only been a year. We're improving, but we're also scuffing. And I hate it. I want to make sure that you guys are entertained and that you guys are getting the best quality of the streams as I can provide. Because I can remember when I first started streaming that my scuff came in with LD player and it constantly crashed every single time there was going to be a spicy, well, I'm not going to say spicy Kindle. It's more like a Kindle on the game that was a little too much. Thank God that it kind of fixed itself, but to be honest, it crashed more than once in the beginning of my streaming career. And again, that made me very embarrassed for myself. I mean, I understand that you guys will be understanding that this is a part of streaming and there's always going to be some sort of scuff, but it makes me feel kind of bad and embarrassed and unprofessional because I have a personality where whenever I'm doing something and I have some passion behind this one thing, I want to make sure that it's perfect for those who I'm giving it to. And I don't like to create mediocre products or stuff. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm lesser than. And this is and I know this sounds like I'm literally having a therapy session with you guys, but this is just me like voicing my I don't know, frustrations or concerns, even though I know that you guys probably don't like you guys don't care. I mean, you probably do care, but you guys do not mind. So I don't want you guys to constantly look at me like I'm a failure. I have to reset my headphones because my headphones are serving today as a double as a headband because I couldn't find my usual hair clip to because I take off my hair clip whenever before I go to bed. And usually and since it's Saturday, I normally just let my hair free flow or free fly. And I don't care because I'm not going anywhere specific, but I lost the clip. So my hair is now being held back by my headphones as a headband. Um anyway, there is some news that I wanted to share with you guys about because we're not technically okay, there's no news officially on social media or from Love and Deep Space officials. This is news that I got from Twitter earlier this morning, and it was via someone who had, I guess, an auntie, not an auntie, an uncle. Okay, an uncle, not an auntie, an uncle who, or someone who is connected in the CN community, who because when if you're in the US like I am, you don't get any kind of news until like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I just so happened to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning um this morning. I just so happened to be awake and I went scrolling through my Twitter, and what I read made me like double check. Let me just save this thing that I saw. Oh, saving that. Okay, let me go onto my Twitter and show you. Well, read the thing that we received, or the news that we received, because you guys should also be informed just as much as I am. And this is in the CN. Okay, and this is a translation that was up. Okay, we're going to go to Video React. And let me turn off my the guest. Let me turn this off. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, here I am. Gotta move me over here. And like I said, I want to make sure that you guys are informed just as much as I am. Okay, so this is what was translated, mind you, translated from the CN, I guess VIP customer service. I mean, you guys could also read if you guys have VIP, you can also read it from your VIP customer service message. But this is what it says. Due to significant adjustments in the recent version schedule, the production team is fully advising related prior uh the production team is fully advancing related uh properties pre yeah proper propriety work to ensure the stability and user experience of subsequent uh version content upon launch. After carefully assessing it, it is expected that Raphael's brand new when they say daily, it's actually solar card uh identity or companion will meet everyone in August, which will be released in August. Please bear with us for a little longer, and thank you for understanding and support. So we are getting Raphael in August. Here's another thing that someone else said, which makes it a little bit, well, it's still reiterating what was said in what I just read, but this one feels like it's a little bit more. Make sure that we're looking at the same thing. Okay, this is what this is what I think it says I Pecas or Pekka or alpaca says. Raphael's mythic has been delayed until August. Customer service message says, here is the latest information we obtained for you. Due to significant adjustments to the schedule for the upcoming version and to ensure the stability and user experience of the future. This one makes more sense than what I read because it was a direct kind of translation, but this person translates it a little bit better. This is exactly what I read, but better. Okay. Due to the significant adjustments and schedule to the schedule for the upcoming version and the entire stability and user experience of the future content after release, the development team is working at full speed on necessary preparations. After carefully evaluating Raphael's brand new solar card companion identity is expected to be released in August. Please wait a little longer. Thank you for your understanding and support. That's basically what this little thing right here says, but a little bit better translated. And then this person follows it up with this kind of comment. Posters bringing up okay, poster bringing up a new good point. Little Fishy Solar card has been delayed. Customer service says August, but will it be August 1st or August 31st? Personally, I hope it gets delayed because with the current situation where we're being silenced, mute, there basically no way to promote it properly. So basically what they're trying to say is, if I'm understanding this correctly, because of the whole gag order, and I'm telling you guys right here, right now, because you do know, like, I understand that you guys have been complaining and being very upset at the fact that we had we had basically no news for literally a month. And they even said it. If you read what they posted on, like, on Twitter, on Love and Deep Space, what they've posted on both their Instagram and Twitter with that long-winded letter that's apologized for removing Velco, that that we have to wait 30 days. Okay? So everything would, because I think this is what's going on. After, and this is me saying this after like the 2nd of July, by the way. This is me on the 2nd of July. On the 2nd of July, I kind of pinpointed what was going on and how come Infold and Love in Deep Space have not said anything. Even though, yes, there has been a lot of drama, a lot of stuff that's been going on, and it's completely understandable. But I can understand what's going on. And what's going on is this. They are under a gag order. They cannot speak, they cannot promote, they cannot do anything on social media. Sure, they can notify us that in terms of some stuff, like if you go to their customer service stuff or information, their customer service desk, I suppose, or if you have VIP status, you can contact them there and ask your questions. I don't have VIP, so I don't have any right to go through all that. But they are under a gag order. They cannot speak. They're not supposed to, or else they get in trouble. And they did announce, kind of, sorta, that we will be hearing something, okay, something on July 29th. Whether it be the reinstatement of Valko. Hopefully, that is what's going to happen. Or they're just going to move on and give us Raphael's myth. It could be that they're just going to announce the Raphael's myth on July 29th and then give us his myth probably on the 1st of August. That could be what's going to happen. That could be what's going to happen to our precious fishy. Because we don't know what's going to happen in this game. It's already been 3 weeks or 2 weeks. We already, like, on day 25, okay? Or, correction, day 26 of Valko being officially removed, like, canceled, because he was canceled on the 30th of June. So, we don't know what's going to happen. We can only wait and see. We have to be very patient and very understanding. And we don't necessarily need to stop fighting. We can continue fighting for Valko to return. Because, again, that's what we can do as a community. Valko will return. We have to keep up our hopium and our copiums up. We have to keep up with our petitions, our donations to the wildlife or the wolf conservation. We have to continue showing that we do genuinely care for this character that they
Looks
have
like a
removed.
summoning ritual.
Thank you for lurking. Or the luck. No, it's the luck. Thank you for the luck. Muchas gracias. But yeah, I'm just making sure that everybody understands that we cannot give up. Falco will return eventually. It could be that he gets returned to us. We get news on the 29th that he is coming back. We can hope for that. Or he will be released in August, because right after August is going to be the branch stories. It's going to be in September. The branch story for, I think, Caleb. We're going to get his branch story. So we can, and this is the thing that actually bothers me the most, and I actually had a conversation with one of my mutuals the other day, and this is now me. So if you guys don't like hearing me rant and rave and be upset, you can come back in about 10 minutes. But here's where I'm going to land. Because of the things that happened with Valko's removal, it kind of messed the schedule up. But that's clear to everyone that the schedule was messed up. And because of that, we didn't get a main story update. So put that into consideration. We were supposed to get a main story update, which we desperately needed, because the last one we got was in January, basically, with Raphael and Xavier, or Xavier and Raphael, because depending on how you want to look at it, with to our yesterday. That was our main story update. But without Falco, we would not be able to understand or like comprehend what is going on, because it's clear that his main story was necessary. I love Silas too. I love him so much. He's supposed to come out, I think, in October. His branch story. But yeah, we were supposed to get Valko in order to move the story along, because this is the thing that actually upset me the most, is that people were complaining that they wanted main story. You had main story on a silver platter, right there. Ooh, right there. Ooh, I'm giving it to you. Ooh, your main story. But because people were negative and they complained the wrong way, instead of complaining about Valko being introduced, which I found absolutely ridiculous because he did nothing wrong and he was a part of the main story, mind you, he was main story. We're gonna have a messed up branch story further down the line, because if it wasn't for Valko being introduced, we would not be getting the main story like update. That's perfect, by the way, perfect. We're not gonna get our perfect main story in, or the branch story for Caleb and Silas in September and October and November. We were supposed to get them in I think it was supposed to be first Caleb in September. We were going to get Valko in October for the branch stories, and we were going to get Silas in November. So
that's more like it.
Thank you for following. You're too kind. Let's see. Moto. Yeah, that's easy. Mododo. Mododo. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Hearts and hearts. But yeah, this is just me ranting. I'm just super upset at the fact that because of Valko's removal, we do not get a straightforward main story. And they have to, and this is the thing that actually also upsets me. It's the fact that this game takes a lot, and I mean a lot, of planning ahead and programming that people misconstrued the fact that, they think that, it's gonna be fine, that it's gonna take them like 2 months to fix all this. No, it's not. Hi, Moon. Exactly. Give Valko back. Exactly. Because no one understands the fact that it takes like 6 months to 9 months to a year to program all of this story. It takes a really long time because they have to have the story written, they have to get the voice acting precise, they have to mocap at least the cutscenes, they have to program the models and the backgrounds. This is not a day 1 to day 2 to day 3 kind of thing. This is everything goes through a system. It goes through systems and systems and systems. It goes through writers and editors, and then back to the writers, and then editors, and writers again, until we go through the final edits and go like, okay, this is exactly what it is. And this is all in Chinese. And then after the Chinese, editors say, this is exactly what we're gonna do. This is the story. This is perfect. Now they have to go to the translators, which they have to translate it into simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and English. And then they have to go through those sets of editors and writers, editors and writers, editors and writers, to make sure that everything flows perfectly and makes sense. And then after that works out, and again, this takes months. Listen, let's say month 1, they were just writing the story. After month 1, they are now translating. This is month 2. They're now translating everything. Month 3, they're hiring the voice actors to voice act everything. And then month 4, they are working on the mocap and programming for the cutscenes. And then month 5, they probably get the voice acting back. And then they have to program all of that into the game, into the story. And then they have to go through several edits. That's now 6 months of work. And then by the time we get it, it's already either been 9 months to a year. I know, I want him back so bad. I've been ranting and I'm so... This is the thing that puts me in a bad mood. Because of Valko's removal, we might have to wait for a bloody long time. Because I don't even think they're actually going to release Caleb and Silas. If Valko never returns, by the way, we cannot give up hope. Valko will return. Okay? This is my hope. This is not a promise. This is my hope. This is my prayer. And this is my message to the universe. This is my, like, I'm coping. This is manifestation right here. Falco will return. I'm manifesting. But because of his removal, I'm manifesting so hard. But, like, because of his removal, we don't know if the story that was supposed to be planned for the branches would actually have made sense or have to be completely rewritten and reanimated. This is not a 2-month fix. This is a 6 to 9 months fix. And no one understands that. I do. The reason why I understand this is because I am a writer by profession, or at least like half profession, because I have a daytime job where I need to be in an office. But as a part-time writer, I understand this process. Because do you know how many times I had to write and rewrite my books to make sure they were perfect? And this is just me, like, doing it myself. I have to send out my books to an editor to make sure that they're perfect, or at least the grammar's correct, and that there's no, like, plot holes. I have to send it also to proofreaders and to beta readers. This takes time. This is not a day 1 to day 2 situation. We're not all Stephen King, who can write basically 3 books to 4 books in a year. I just applaud him for all his hard work, but he was a beast out there in the 1980s. When he was writing, he was a beast. He literally wrote like 4 books in a year, or had 4 books published in a year. He was a beast. I know. I know. I can't wait that long either. And here's another thing. Because of Valko being introduced, this is exactly what the prediction was, at least for my brain. If Valko stayed the way he was, and he did not get removed, we would have got Caleb's branch story in September, we would have got Valko's branch story in October, and we could have gotten Silas's branch story in November. Those were our promised dates. That's what we were going to be getting. And then in May of next year, we were going to get our duo. We were going to get Caleb, and we were going to get Valko in May for their main story update. And that's if we were not, like, removed with... That's if Valko wasn't removed. Again, we are only supposed... all we can do is hope. Cope? Copium. We have to make sure that we are sending our message out there into the universe. We had to manifest, ladies and gentlemen and non binaries. We have to manifest that this man will return to us in August. We have to manifest this, okay? Manifest with me. We have to make sure that our boy comes back. It's not fair that he got removed. But yeah, this is I've been ranting long enough, and I've I know he was, wasn't he? I found him quite interesting. He also kind of ruined my ranking system just by like the first viewing of him. When I first saw him like in that live stream literally a month ago, I was like, this boy, this wolf boy is going to ruin my ranks because I have a ranking system for all the boys. I have, well, I had.
Gloop, 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 gloop.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'll be drinking some water. I'm drinking water. Yes, exactly. He was a new one for me to simp. But literally, like, my ranking system was Zane, Silas, Caleb, Raphael, Xavier. That was my ranking system. Technically, in every shape and form, I'm a multi-stan, harem girly. Yeah, he was my boy. He was the boy I was gonna sim for. But it's not fair how he got removed. Because when Valko was introduced, I was like, is this like I wasn't really sure if he was gonna take over Caleb's like spot in third place, or he was gonna take over my first place spot in my heart. Because it's not that I am completely loyal to Zayn, but I should be loyal to Zayn because he is my number one main. But it's literally like with Valko's introduction, I was not sure what he was going to be in terms of placement. He could have been my new number 3, and then I would have a fight between the two dog boys in my life for uh third place. Hell, even the fish would be fighting for third place in my heart. I don't know what was going to happen, but at this point, I'm starting to think that he could also have been fighting for second or first place for Zayn. I don't know because his personality is such a dork, and I love dork characters. He's such a nerd. I love him. I loved it. He was funny. He was cute. He was charming. He was charismatic. He was everything encompassed, and yet we would not have known what his storyline was because he got removed. Exactly. It's just Twilight all over again. I mean, I'm so glad I did not get into the Twilight craze back in the day. I'm so glad. Like, I was not Team Edward or Team Jacob. I was not there. I mean, I was in the middle of it, but I was not into Twilight back then. I mean, I watched the movies and I only read the first book, but in general, I was not going like, I'm Team Edward, I'm Team Jacob, and I was just like, okay, good for you. I'm happy for you. Good, 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 good. You're you're showing your passion. I was more Edward. But I was more interested in anime back then. um, I don't remember during that time what was the anime that was popular. I was like team Tomoe back then. I was a Tomoe stan because I think that's what anime was. Kami-sama Kiss during that time. I was team Tomoe. I was team Inuyasha. Well, actually not Inuyasha. I was just Shishomaru. I was team Shishomaru. I was team Tuxedo Mask. I was also Prince Diamond Stan back then as well. With Sailor Moon, I don't know why I was into the bad boys. um no, I don't. Okay, so if we're going to talk about in terms of boy band groups that I like from like K-pop, I do listen, okay? It's not like I'm a huge fan of K-pop. I love K-pop as a genre of music, but I in the one band that I'm listening to right now is Stray Kids. I like their songs. Their songs are actually it's more like their later songs. The pre-Stray Kids were not my cup of tea, but as like in the last their songs from the last 5 years, I listen to on repeat. Yes. Sadly, I won't be able to go to their concert because it's hell of expensive. And if I was going to go, I was going to go overseas for this concert. I would not like to go to Korea. I was going to go to the South American tour because I would be able to visit my family while I'm there. Because I'd rather go on a vacation and go see a concert than drive all the way to the closest venue, which is 5 hours away from me. And I would be in the middle of nowhere with no one to hang on to. It would be a sea of fans with no one to hang on. But at least if I was able to go to the South American tour, I'll have to do it for next year, not this year. I have to plan. Those tickets are going to be expensive, mind you. But the closest venue to me is 5 hours away, and I have no one to go to. I have no friends that live 5 hours away to go and stay at their houses for this concert. But if I go to the South American tour or the concert when it's in South America, at least I have a house to go to, stay for a while. I'll be there for a week and I can hang out with my family and I can basically show off my fandom skills and be, oh my god, Stray Kids, woo! Felix and Bachan, woo! But that's me. But those are my two. Those are my two. Those are the two guys I stand. Bachan and Felix. Yep. Ooh, is that the song that just came out? So I think I've heard one of their songs. It's the one that just came out, but it's all over TikTok, so that's why I've seen it. I don't know if I like it or not. I have to actually listen to the whole thing because I've only heard that one snippet in that one part of the music video where he's just like his chest and is looking down, and I just go like, huh, interesting. But I have to hear the whole song. Yes, bad. That's the song. I have to listen to it. Mm-hmm. It's all over TikTok. It's all over TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know I like the song because all I heard is that one snippet. Hi, Knocker. How are you doing, sweetheart? But yeah, it's time for us to get into what we've been coming here for, which is to read Zane's card. That's good, sweetheart. Yes, bouncy. It's very the chest was very bouncy. So, no, I think it's bad. I think that's the song that's was going. Yep. Caleb.
You haven't been sleeping well lately?
No, I haven't.
Now's the perfect time to take a nap together.
I've been stressing out for the last month, Caleb. I swear to God. I've been stressing the bloody hell out. Because your brother in Christ hasn't been introduced properly. Let me show you how Silas works or looks. This is Silas. I did not dress him. He dressed himself. Mind you, he dressed himself, and I give these boys full autonomy.
Why are you gawking? Does my outfit look weird?
Yes, he looks weird, but I don't care. You look lovely, my
You picked this
love.
out before. That explains why you like it.
I mean, I hate the glasses. I regret buying the scarf. But he's wearing his mullet. He's wearing a lot of new stuff. Except for the glasses. Those glasses came basic. But I got all of this. And I have no regrets.
The lights here are just too bright.
Alright. Let's see how Raphael is dressed today. Damn it, Raphael. So disappointing. What happened to your fashionista side? Like, what's going on here? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. All your clothes or the clothes that I got from the banners are on your accounts or on your Xavier and your account. This is your new favorite outfit, isn't it? Oh my lord, at least it's not his Dawnbreaker coat or outfit. At least it's not that. That one stresses me the hell out. And Xavier, how are we dressed today? Normal. Why is it so... Raphael, I get it. I understand why. Because the outfits I have for these boys are on their accounts. So it makes total sense how come they dress so basic on my main account. Yep. When I first saw... Okay, so... I mean, brief history time of Villata Kitty getting introduced to this game.
Dozing off. Do you want to rest?
Nope, I'm good. So, brief history of me getting introduced to this game is I knew of this game in 2024. Okay, I knew of this game. I knew Silas was a thing, although I didn't know his name was Silas. I just knew there was a white-haired, red-eyed man that showed up all over my TikTok, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to look into it. I'm not going into it. And then I also saw a lot of Raphael edits. I saw a lot. It was like all the promotions that Love and Deep Space had was for Caleb. No, not for Caleb. For Raphael. A lot of promotions were Raphael focused. And I was like, this is a interesting. This is me in 2024, mind you. I was like, this is interesting, but I'm not sure if I want to download this game because it looks hella AI and I didn't trust it. And then I also got promotions for that had MC being edited. And I'm like, I don't know if I want this game. And then it wasn't till till July of 2025 that I was just watching Emorichu and Didas do a collaboration with Love and Deep Space where they were drawing Caleb, who was the new love interest at the time. That I was like, okay, you broke me, because I used to play otomes back in the day. But I didn't do otome gachas. I just did otomes. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm scared. And I basically was like, okay, fine. Balls to the wall. I'm doing it. I downloaded the game. And I downloaded it on my iPad. My iPad couldn't play it. And then I tried playing it on my phone. At the time, my phone back then was very weak. And it couldn't handle it. So I had to go to Best Buy, buy myself a Samsung tablet because it was also available on the Google store. Got the game, and I got Caleb, his Painful Signals. That's what I got, the first card. And then I was like, should I continue? And then Catch 22 happened, and I was like, okay, this is my life now. I'm stuck. There's no coming back from this. And I've been playing this game ever since. And then when that was actually dying down, mind you, I was starting to feel burnout. Hella burnout for this game. Like around May. I even told my business partner that I work with for my streams, because him and I, we collab, or we try to collab on each other's channels. He does more, we try to market each other's stuff. But I even told him that I was getting burnout from this game because there was nothing new. And all I was doing was logging in, doing my dailies, and getting out. That was all I was doing for a year and a half. And then when they introduced Valko, I was like, oh, something new. Interesting, nice. I'm all for this. My burnout just went out the window. And then the 31st or the 30th came out, and I was like, no. I literally was on Twitter while I was at work. I should not be on Twitter while working, but I was at work, and I get like a notification on the Love and Deep Space official webpage, and I was like, wait, what? No! Don't do this to me! I was finally finding my rhythm. I found my thing. I found something that I was going to be like coming back to. I wanted to continue this game. You took something that was interesting and new and engaging. I mean, I don't interact with the kitchen update. I am sorry. That is too much. Like, the kitchen is, like, the house update in general, it is too much. I don't like the house feature. As much as it's nice, and everybody likes you. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay now. I'm okay now, Knocker. I'm just literally like hoping that we get Falco back, and I'm keeping my like hopium and copium up in this universe to make sure that he comes back. I'm manifesting every single day. I'm burning like some incense. My house stinks because I cannot stand the smell of incense, but it stinks. Thank you. But I was literally like trying to bring Valko back. I'm trying to. I'm manifesting. But like with all the news that's going on and all the negativity, like I was upset at the fact the thing that didn't upset me was that I mean, sure I was upset that Valko was removed, but what upset me the most was the fact that cuz again, I as a creative, I know how much work goes into this game. And I was super upset for both the community in large, and I was upset for the creators of this game. And the developers who worked so hard on his model, on his story, on the banners he would have been a part of. He's still technically in the code of the game, if we think about it. He's still there, because if he wasn't there, the game wouldn't have been so buggy. I saw the bugs. I mean, I encountered the bugs in my own playthroughs on my app. Although my bugs weren't as bad as what everybody else's has been. Mine weren't like to the extreme where there was like disembodied bodies or heads or hair going all over the place. My glitches were more like there's a pink hue in the background of this fighting scene. Okay, that's all I got. That was my bug. And I was okay with that, because since I don't go into the system to fight that much, because I mostly focus on story, not the fight feature, even though this game is partly fighting, partly reading, basically, or storytelling. I focus more on the storytelling, a little bit on the dress up, not too much on the photo, because I'm sorry, I'm not that creative. So I cannot pose these men properly. And I know also another part of it is the home feature. I don't touch that. Okay? Too much space. And I don't have that kind of storage on my PC, my phone, or my tablet. So I'm not doing that. And I'm not touching that with a 50-foot pole. Sorry, home feature. You're good for some people, but you're terrible for others. And the only time I go into your home feature is when I need to celebrate birthdays. That is it. That's all I do. When I want to celebrate a birthday with these boys, I go into the system. That's it. That's all I do. I don't even use the sleep feature because hearing these men snore kind of keeps me awake. I listen to music while I sleep. And since I don't have to change my MC for this because Zane's MC is my MC, I'm not changing her. It's not like we even see her anyway. I already saw the Kindle. And like always, I will be getting this from the VOD because I can't record. I used to be able to record, but I can't record anymore. my OBS will literally fry. So my MC is the basic model.
Where did you go just now? You vanished all of a sudden.
So my MC is, well, I don't know where the photo feature is. Let's go to photo feature. And I think I still have some photos of her because I had to delete a lot of photos. Okay, that's Silas's MC. So this is what my MC normally looks like. And I don't. Like, this is how she normally looks like, and it's the base hair, and I don't have to change anything. And since I have like 5 accounts, literally 5, every MC is different. Here's me with my zany poo. I mean, you could probably see a little bit based off of my phone, my friendly request. But here are my other accounts. This is how my MC looks like on my Raphael account. Her name is Cameron. Who it is the name of... This is what I would have named my daughter if I had a daughter. This is Emma, who I named after my great-great-grandmother. And this is me. This is my Violetta kitty. I wish I can show you like a zoomed in version. And this would have been my Valco account. Her name is Juliet. So I went Shakespearean and favorite horror author. But this would have been my account for Valco, who has I think, if I'm not wrong, it's 428 wishes worth of diamonds. No, it's okay. I don't mind if, like, this is a free, like, place where you can comment whatever you like, because there's no judgment here. I'm not the type of person that judges. You could be, like, the only thing that I will judge a person for is if you're negative or very hateful, scornful, spiteful, and like a straight up like bitch.
Should we hang out in a bookstore next time?
I will judge a person for that. But that's because I have no tolerance for bullies. Because I was bullied back in the day. And I literally grew the heaviest backbone known to man. The backbone I developed in the past 15 years. Because it was 15 years I had to build this backbone. Is so strong that it kind of borderlines on making me sound like I am a B word. Because it actually sounds like I am. And I have no regrets for that. I'm not going to defend the fact that I can be a B word. I have no problem with that. But the reason why I am, or who I am now, is because I was bullied. But also, I can't rise to rage baiters. because it just fuels their negativity. Yeah. But I moved on from that. I was bullied in high school. I was bullied in middle school. I developed my backbone, and I don't tolerate bullying. Yes. I have ADHD. Hella ADHD. A hella of it. And also I wear that with pride. I wear it like a newborn outfit every single day. But yeah, I have ADHD as well, but I also learned my trick to work around it. But what it affects me the most is at least keeping my house clean. It's not like I'm a dirty person or can't keep a house clean. It's just the fact that whenever I'm at home, my energy just flies out the window.
It's hard to choose what to read. Can you help me pick a book?
So I developed a method. It's not the best method, and I can't keep up with it for long periods of times, but I can probably do it. It's called the 10-minute method, or that's what I call it. And it's just me going into me taking 10 minutes a day to do something. It could be cleaning, it could be writing, it could be washing the dishes, it could be like laundry is a whole day kind of thing, so that has to be done and it gets done. But other than that, I find that it works. Well, it does sound like it's a long time, but when you're hyper focused on one item at a time for 10 minutes, the 10 minutes kind of fly by. So if you ever use like face masks, you have to keep them on for at least 10, 20, 30 minutes at a time anyway. So you might as well be doing something while they're drying or formulating on your face. So that's how I think of it. If you have the time to put a face mask on and wait for it to do its thing for 5 to 10 minutes, or 10 minutes to 20 minutes, you can be cleaning. Yeah. Because I don't mind laundry. I know that's something that we all have to do. There are days when I forget to fold. I mean, I do fold my laundry, but there's also days when I am in a rush, so I just don't fold my clothes. But that's part of my ADHD thing. I have to learn to work around it. If it wasn't for my roommate, the house would be falling apart. Anyway, we got to focus on this. Focus. Also, I don't mind you distracting me and doing some sort of chat. I don't mind. Because I love communicating. I love talking. I love interacting with you guys. Hell, you can even spit out, like, a theory of what's going to happen in the game. And I'll be like, oh, interesting. And I will definitely read your theories. Hell, if you have some theories, you can even put it in the Discord channel. I don't... Oh... I know how that feels. I don't have bad anxiety, but I do know someone who does. And they call me their emotional support person, and or their secondary emotional support person because it's my best friend. She she had very high anxiety because her family put a lot of pressure on her during her high school and college years because they wanted her to be like perfect. So she basically stressed herself out to the point where she had panic attacks before assignments were due because she wanted to make sure they're perfect. And I was there with her during all of these panic attacks. So I held her hand and comforted her and made sure that she didn't hurt herself during these panic attacks. Hell, she even had me as an emergency contact for her job. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was her emergency contact for her job, I don't think she would be sane. Because literally, like, her job called me up and they're like, your friend is having a panic attack right now. Can you come here and help her? And I'm like, I'm on my way. I rushed as fast as I could with the traffic that I was in. I made it to her. They had her in the office. I held her until she stopped crying. And we went back to my house. And we basically just sat in darkness until she calmed down even more. And she told me everything that caused it and triggered it. It was a school project. It was a huge school project for her college, towards her college degree, mind you. And she was panicking. I held her during the whole situation. And she said, of course, she always says thank you afterwards. We basically also trash talked her professor and her parents. We trash talked her parents for hours. But she's fine. But now she has a boyfriend, so between him and her, well, him and me, we're her support system. I am. Because this is something that was fundamental. We built this friendship from zero. And since I knew her background, because it was similar to mine, we just meshed. And I held her hand during all her panic attacks. I was there for her, every single one. And she also told me that she secretly also told me that I also caused one of her panic attacks. But it's because she was worried that I would disappear. Yeah. But I told her I'm not going anywhere. That even if I am like states away from you, I am literally a phone call away. And I will be on the phone with you. I'll even be like on video chat with you while you're like panicking. And I'll be with you the whole time. I might not be able to zoom to her side anymore, even more states away, but I'm still there with her. But since she has her boyfriend now, I think he's holding her more than I can. And I know he's safe because I've vetted him. I made sure I approved. He is a good person, and he's also taking care of her. Because The relationships that she had before, never really understood. But she's calmed down in the last couple of years because now that she's out of school and out of college and out of the thumb of her parents, literally, like, she left her parents' house and the pressure of being perfect kind of slipped away. So that's also helped a lot. Anyway, we gotta focus on this. I will take the video from the VOD and I'll post it some point on YouTube in August. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I get distracted easily. As you can see, I'm ADHD. But let's go. Time for my intro. Hola, mi amores. So, yo, Violetta Kitty, and today we're gonna be reading Zane's heartfelt promise card, framed Dusk. And as the synopsis says, time may blur many memories, but love alone grows stronger with each passing day. Alright, with that being said, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. I love this outfit so much.
Sunset Town will arrive at its final destination in 20 minutes.
I actually do like this outfit. I bought it. And I'm not denying, I'm not regretting it. But this is something that was in the chocolate shop. You can buy this in the chocolate shop just fine. Okay. The rail gently glides along the coastline. Lakes of various sizes dot the landscapes, their surface a reflection of the azure sky. It's a straight that awes any heart. The man beside me has his head lowered. He's focused on whatever he's writing. Sunlight streams through the window and softly traces the contours of his serene profile. Oof. I have a reading disorder. So there's gonna be times when I slow down while reading because I can't pronounce a word. Not so much dyslexia. It's more along the lines I just have a hard time reading. Because not so much just because of focus. I believe it's morely because my my brain slowed down a lot. I get brain fog whenever I read. Because I forget how words are pronounced. My heart stirs. I quickly raise the vintage camera hanging from my neck, and Zane, as if sensing my gaze, looks up.
Weren't you going to take pictures of moments worth commemorating?
You're worth commemorating. Or being our diligent tour guide. Let me see what you're working on. I tilt my head to look at the travel handbook on the table. In the corner of the page, bathed in the sunlight's sunset's glow, there's a small sketch of me holding a camera. He draws too.
I was also recording moments worth commemorating. It's par for the course.
He can draw? That's news to me! He can draw. Of course this man can draw. He's perfect. He's Mr. Perfect 100%. He's not Mr. Worldwide, but he is definitely Mr. Perfect. All of them are perfect. God damn it. I wish I was this perfect too. This guy went to college at 14. After a month of insane work, Zane and I can finally go on a vacation together. This girl goes on vacation every single day. It's like she doesn't work. How long does these guys work? It's like every single banner, she has a day off. Always. If I was able to, like, calculate how, like, the timeline of all these cards from the first one to the very last one, MC has already had a year off. Literally. She has had a year off for all these banners. Basically. She never works. She says that she's working. She has a job, but it looks like she doesn't. To make up for all the dates we've missed because of our work, we decided to seize the rare opportunity for the sunset date. Leaning against Zane's shoulder, I casually look at the photo in the camera. I had no idea your childhood was full of fun memories. This camera is a treasure that Zane's parents sent over recently. They asked him to look after it for them. I found so many photos of Zane as a child in it. There's a tiny Zane being lifted by his dad. He's trying to pick a lemon from a branch, and his gap-toothed grin is filled with joy. Oh, I want to see that! Then there's a serious little Zane, surrounded by a group of foreign tourists asking him for directions. Oh my god, I want to see all this. I want to see baby Zane!
Back then, I thought these were simply ordinary, everyday moments.
I want to see them. I want to see my husband.
But now that I'm looking at them, it seems the act of capturing them is meaningful in itself.
In each serious photo, in each successive photo, Zane's grows taller, his features increasingly resembling the man next to me in the present. This camera has captured many beautiful moments in the past. Now we want to use it to capture moments that belong to us.
The train to Sunset Town will soon arrive at its final destination.
As the train's doors slide open, the humid scent belonging to the sea breeze sweeps across my face. We leave the station and head towards the town's visitor center. Among the car and on the streets, a round, compact vehicle catches my attention. Zane, look! A lot of these little cars are on the street. Are they part of the culture here?
I read about them beforehand. These vehicles are designed to handle the varied terrain here. They're the most suitable mode of transportation around Sunset Town.
I think I know these cars because I've seen them in my home country. Convenience sake, we also decide to rent one however, when we go to the car rental company,
I'm sorry, but most of our cars have been rented because it's peak tourist season. There's only one left.
we don't mind. Following the owner's gesture, I look towards the blue car in the parking lot. Its round body and headlights look adorable. I'm assuming it looks like Sally from Cars. Although it's a little worn. There's a certain retro charm to it.
Are you two also here to see the sunset?
Yes.
This car might be kind of old, but the roads to the lake are pretty rough. You need one of these around here.
It's certainly weathered, but it looks like it has some stories to tell.
Wait. Does my ears deceive me? Hold up, I'm gonna continue. I think this car is perfect for us. We'll take it. After paying the deposit, we successfully secured the little car. Wait, I need to back up because I might be a little delusional here.
I'm sorry, but most of our cars have been rented because it's peak tourist season. There's only one left.
By Delulu. I might be Delulu here. But I think this might be Valko's voice actor. I could be wrong.
Are you two also here to see the sunset?
Ah! I think it might be his voice actor. Oh, the talent! NPC. He's always been an NPC, though. Before he actually got the role of Valko, I think this might... I can see it.
This car might be kind of old, but the roads to the lake are pretty rough. You need one of these around here.
Exactly. I might be delusional, but like this sounds like Valko. I'm delusional. I might be Delulu, but let me just live in my Delulu, and hopium and copium in manifestation of Valko's return. Please and thank you. I think this might have been the last role he did before. Well, maybe not the last role, but this must have been one of the roles he did in the meantime while he was being introduced, before his introduction. Because if you listen to the other cards, Caleb also was part of all that. Because Caleb used to be the voice actor for Jeremiah back in the day. And Zane was the machine that was in a painful signal in like Caleb's intro solo. He was Zane's voice actor was the machine in that part. Raphael's voice actor could have also done a lot of double duty. I could be wrong because his voice range is very broad. He can sound very deep and masculine, but you have to listen very closely in order to hear it. He doesn't... Raphael's voice actor doesn't do that many NPCs. But neither does Silas's, because if... Silas's voice actor, I think, only has 2 modes. And it's none of them. He's only able to do one. We'll clock it in the game if Silas's voice actor was an NPC. We'll be able to clock it like this. So the only ones that can pass as an NPC in terms of voice acting a little bit is Falco, or at least his voice actor in the beginning, because he was voicing a lot of NPCs back then. And Caleb. Because if you actually listen, Falco's voice actor was also the OG voice actor for Gideon. He was also the robot eye in chapter 8 of the main story. He was the eyeball thing at the very end, where we got kidnapped. He was there too. I think he was also in... I think he also voiced Astra in Zane's ranch story. Yes. Yeah, you have to... If you listen... Like, I'm very auditory, so I'm an auditory learner, so I absorb a lot of stuff. And voice actors don't, like, pass go for me. Like, literally, like, I can catch a voice actor's voice lines like this. I can catch it, like, very quickly. And I can identify this is the same voice actor for this thing. But there's some who have, like, catfished me. I can say that. The one that catfishes me the most is Alejandro. Or Sayu. He catfishes me a lot. Another one that catfishes me is Monica Rial also catfishes me a lot too. I also get catfished by that. But you cannot catfish me if you're Silas's voice actor. You cannot catfish me when it's Falco's voice actor now, at least. You can't catfish me for Zane's voice actor. I hope you don't. I don't think that Zane's voice actor does any anime, so thank God. I don't think he does. I've seen any promotion videos with him either. But definitely Zane's. But Silas's voice actor, yes. We bought salsa for that boy. We got McDonald's on... I had McDonald's literally on speed dial. Like, on my DoorDash. Because Caleb's voice actor was in one commercial. I'm exaggerating, but I literally was like, McDonald's, oh! I got fat that year, that month. I was overweight. Yeah. Literally, I was like, during, like, when I saw that commercial for McDonald's where Caleb's voice actor, or at least a voice actor for Caleb, was doing a promotion, for a month, I had McDonald's every other day for a month, and I wasn't proud of myself. I mostly got fries because I like McDonald's fries. But I gained like maybe 5 pounds. I wasn't proud. That wasn't a proud moment for me. And after that month, I was like, why are my pants tight? And I was like, oh, McDonald's. So I cut McDonald's out of my life again. And I had to hit the treadmill and the elliptical. And I had to call up my personal trainer and go like, I'm so sorry. I need you again for a little bit so I can go back to 10 pounds lower. I feel so guilty. As I got weak to a voice actor. But I could not find that salsa anywhere for Silas's one, because that would have been less expensive for me. But I'm not a huge fan of salsa. Or queso. I mean, I am, but I rather make my own salsa. I make picadillo. The car's interior has a rustic charm. Stickers of all kinds cover the walls, upper no. Upholstery. Okay, upholstery with leather. This charm is cute. It looks like a fried egg with a face. I squeezed the fried egg charm hanging from the rearview mirror. To my surprise, it starts talking.
I'm not a fried egg. Thank you very much. I'm Helio, Sunset Town's unique mascot.
That's cute. It's a robot. It can talk!
Of course. I'm your super smart car guide. Feel free to ask me anything.
Oh my god, Helio is so cute! Wait, they pronounce this Helio or Helio? Because Helio is the sun god in Greek. Oh my god, I know so much. The two Slender's fingers suddenly cover the back of my hand and presses down.
Stop squeezing my tummy.
This is so cute. Hey, you and I are the same. I would have done the same. Me and Zane. This is why we're husband and wife. Legit, we're now husband and wife. We are getting married. We're actually engaged. But we'll have our wedding on Monday. Monday is our wedding. So I think we should have read his wedding card before reading this, because this could have been our honeymoon. So we did it backwards. We did the honeymoon before we got married. Of course. Of course you could be the flower girl. Because we're gonna do... Because I'm gonna read Zane's wedding card, because I got it specifically so that when I reach 100 infinity with the guys, I would read their wedding cards on stream. Because I was planning to, like, I'm already a year into this game. So, I even planned ahead that the moment that I reach affinity with these guys, or 100 with these guys, I'll officially be married to these guys. And I'll read their wedding cards, get the wedding dress, and we'll do a wedding photo shoot. But we'll be doing that on Monday. However, when I say we're doing this on Monday, it's going to be probably at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, my time on Monday. Exactly. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. I think it's a... I think it's threatening us. What should we do?
Don't worry. There's a doctor in the car. If anything happens, I can provide emergency first aid.
No, you can't object. I mean, you can. I don't mind sharing Zane. Smiling, Zane presses my hand again.
If I'm deflated, you're not allowed to blame me as soon as you get lost.
That's fine. It's okay, you can object. I don't mind sharing Zane. Because Zane's for everyone.
Renting this car was certainly a wise choice.
I think so too. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, you can keep Silas. But when the time comes, I am gonna be marrying him. I have his card. but I'm very far away from having 100%, so that's gonna take at least a good another year. No, no, no. You can keep Silas for now. I think I'm at like 84 with Silas, so it's gonna take me a good while to get 100% with Silas. It depends on how many cards. For now. Exactly. For now. You can keep him for now. Okay, fine, fine. You can have him.
I
Of
suppose
course.
our journey will be
Oh
entertaining.
my god, I got so distracted. Zane releases my hand and picks up his camera. He takes a picture of me holding Helio. Does that mean I could keep Caleb too? Or do I have to also fight tooth and nail for Caleb? Oh, those are my men. I have plushies of my top 3. I just have to wait. Okay, thank you. I will keep Caleb, my puppy boy. After leaving the car rental agency, we drive to an area dotted with lakes. So whom else am I supposed to keep, okay? I have... Because I am still trying to figure out whether or not Raphael is worth it in terms of marriage, because I don't think me and him would actually get along. Because there's gonna be a point where his teasing and his neediness is going to get on my nerves. I mean, I love him. I really do. I love Raphael. But there's gonna be points when if Raphael was real, IRL, I don't think me and him will get along too well because we're both dramatic. I have a flair for the dramatics, and my the friend that I have that has anxiety, she's always like, "You're so dramatic," and I'm like, "Of course. How else we're gonna entertain ourselves?" Because the fourth wall is like right there, and I turn to the side. My friends never get bored with me, so both my business partner and my best friend, they never get bored. They find me entertaining. Because I'm a weirdo, I'm a dork. The lakes flash by along the roadside. The shimmering surfaces reflect the sky. Water birds rest and forage against the shore. As we approach the tourist area, the atmosphere grows livelier. A marketplace with small stalls come into view. Marketplace is bustling. Stalls overflow with all kinds of souvenirs, and I can't help but stop to browse. I've never seen so many sunshine-themed souvenirs before. Or sunsets. Helio claims to be unique, but this place is full of his siblings.
I suggest you don't let it hear you. It still needs to guide us for the next few days.
Don't Don't miss out on Sunset Town specialty sweets.
A vendor catches my attention. I point to the stall with a sign that says Torches Ice Cream. Torched ice cream, and look at Zane. Zane, do you want to try it out? I think it'll be interesting.
After the usual desserts, a change in flavor might be nice.
You got it. You only have
2 torch ice creams, please.
30 seconds to enjoy it at its best, though. Finish it in time, and you'll win a mystery prize.
I can only assume that when they say torch ice cream, I can only assume it's something similar to a burnt Alaska, which I don't like. It's a strawberry thing. Even though I'm okay with strawberries. Don't get me wrong, I like it. But it's like a Neapolitan thing. Strawberries and chocolate and vanilla don't belong together. Well, it's an artificial strawberry. That's where exactly. I can only assume it's something similar to a Neapolitan burnt Alaska. I pull Zane to a seat in front of the stall. The owner's brings out 2 small grills, each topped with a golden red ice cream, sizzling away. Oh, it's like that thing from Disney. It's like the lava thing. It's with Pop Rocks. I love those. Like the thing from Disney. I've had that so many times. I forgot what it's called. It's like I lava you or something like that. A lava ice cream. I forget what that ice cream was, but it's basically made with vanilla Dole Whip with Pop Rocks and strawberry Fanta. Under the intense heat, the sun shaped ice cream begins to melt almost instantly. I quickly spoon some ice cream into my mouth. The flash of fire and ice makes my cheeks flush.
It's okay if you take your time. The experience is what matters.
Says you. You can just freeze the ice cream. Besides me, Zane takes his first bite of ice cream at a leisurely pace. That won't do. When it comes to eating dessert, I have to beat you at least once.
5 seconds remaining. You better hurry.
Hearing the stall owner, I swallow the last of my ice cream and raise my hand before I can even chew. I'm done!
Congratulations, miss. You completed the challenge, but you were a little slower than your boyfriend.
Pardon? You mean my husband? I'd have to call him my boyfriend. It's my husband. Huh? I turn. Zane still looks perfectly calm, but the grill in front of him is already empty. What the fudge? Zane, did your ice cream just fly into your stomach on its own?
How else can I admire your valiant struggle?
I might have had brain freeze. Don't get me wrong. I like sweets, but cold sweets make my teeth hurt, so I always like let it melt for at least a good 10 minutes before I even start eating. That's because of me. My teeth are sensitive.
Congratulations on completing the challenge. Here's your prize.
I take the charm the stall owner gives me. Inside it, the treasure cube, a transparent cube, is a miniature mountain peak. Its summit crowned by the fiery red sunset. Even though it's a miniature figurine, the scene's beauty still makes me gasp. It's beautiful. If only I could see this in real life.
You can. This is actually the best time to see the sunset kiss, when the mountains seem to cradle the setting sun. But if you want to make it to Golden Lake on time...
Jane and I look up at the sky. The sky is lazily sinking below the horizon. Oh, the sun, my bad. The sun is lazily sinking below the horizon. The lights glittering through the clouds. Oh well, we'll be here for a few days, more days. Even if we miss it today, there's always next time.
We still managed to photograph lovely scenery in the end.
Zane turns the camera around, and on the screen is a photo of me with ice cream smeared on the corner of my mouth. Oof, I hate you so much, Zane. I hate you so much. You caught me in a compromising position. I don't do candidates very well. When did you take that?
It was during your thrilling duel with the ice cream.
At this rate, you're going to have more pictures of me than actual scenery.
But I'm capturing the best moments I get to witness.
Don't do that. I don't do candidates very well. I'm not photogenic. I'm only photogenic when I'm laughing. Night has fallen. Zane and I find a hotel in town and check in. We'll go to the Golden Lake for the sunset tomorrow.
Welcome. Here are 2 complimentary coastal foraging event vouchers for you two.
I take the vouchers, print with the hotel logo, and carefully read through the introduction.
With this, you can try your hand at catching seafood by the beach. We provide professional foraging tools. Are you interested?
Zane looked at me. A few fish and shrimp can't possibly be hard to conquer than wanderers, right? And we'll be a team. We'll be teaming up. Anything less would be embarrassing.
Should I look forward to tomorrow's feast?
Excited about the coastal foraging, I wake up early. The shuttle bus sways gently through the morning's mist. It's filled with the excited chatter and laughter of tourists. Yawning, I lean against Zane's shoulder.
If you're tired, you can lean on me and rest. I'll wake you up when we arrive.
You're too kind. I shake my head and soft I shake my head and shift to find a comfortable position. My gaze lands on the coastal forage video on my phone, or not on his phone. I see. We've been secretly studying. I see. You've been secretly studying up while I wasn't looking.
You were eager. It's only natural for me to prepare accordingly.
take his phone and scroll through the other tourists' tutorial videos. 50 home style seafood recipes. I guess someone's planning out a victory feast.
I wouldn't call it a guaranteed win, but invigorating oneself before a battle doesn't hurt.
After getting off the shuttle bus, I see a beach is already filled with tourists. People armed with tools are eagerly digging and scooping around. The staff hands out tools and teaches us the basics of foraging. Brimming with confidence, I grab Zane and head towards the beach. Our goal today is to fill this bucket to the brim. Are you ready, Chef Zany?
I'd like to remind you that our original goal was to watch the sunset. But as they say, we might as well since we're already here.
Zane lifts the wooden bucket.
Surely our foraging expert has
Okay, Zane lifts the wooden bucket and gives it a little shake.
picked out a starting point.
The video says there's a better chance of finding something under the rocks. We can start with those reefs. It turns out success requires more than just... Okay, it turns out success requires more than just enthusiasm. Every time technique plays an equally important role. After moving rocks after rocks only to find scattered empty shells beneath, I look at Zane. I'm starting to question my coastal foraging skills.
Precisely avoiding every single clam is a skill in its own right.
You're good at boosting someone's confidence at times like this. Aside from a few empty shells that wash ashore, our bucket is almost empty. You see seeing my dejected expression, Zane smiles and gently pats my hand, grabbing the shovel.
There's no need to be discouraged. Effort is never wasted, so there's always something to gain. Give me your hand.
Hmm? Under my curious gaze, Zane places a blue coral stone in the palm of my hand. It's pretty. When did you find this?
Perhaps it saw how hard you were searching and decided to reveal itself to you. For the sake of this tiny surprise, would you like to try again?
I nod and look around. My gaze lands on a nearby rock. It hasn't been touched yet. Let's check there. Well, let's check that. Zane grabs the... Okay, why are we so fast? Okay, Zane grabs the edge of the rock with both hands. As he works, I hold my breath.
You're making a wish to the rock.
You're right. And it has already heard my wish. Lift it and see for yourself. Zane lifts the rock, and several colorful little crabs scurry out from beneath it. I quickly crouch down and try to grab them with my hands, but the crabs are too fast. They slip through my fingers in a blink of an eye. Zane moves behind me and reaches out, swiftly and smoothly. Did you catch any? Zane slowly lifts his palm with from the sand. There's nothing. It's okay. And even if you didn't catch it, that's... I pet Zane's reassuringly, but out of the corner of my eyes, I spot a flash of brown. A little crab is a little crab is thinking at Zane's hem with his pincers. It's helplessly swaying back and forth.
I was correct. Effort is never wasted, so there's always something to gain.
I quickly pull out the camera and take a picture of Zane and the little crab. We might not have a feast, but I captured a precious moment belonging to Dr. Zane. It's not a bad trade.
You certainly have a unique perspective on what constitutes a precious moment.
Zane gently moves the crab and sets it back down on the sand.
The moment has been captured. We should let this lost little fellow find its way home.
We're not gonna eat it? After enjoying a hearty breakfast at the hotel, we pick up a set of and set off for Golden Lake. Now I believe that the car rental company person said. No wonder the car end up with all sorts of dents when there are roads like this. The car rolls along a deserted coastal path, strewn with gravel. It jolts violently, even every few moments. Meters, maybe, my bad. The bumpy road forces me to grab the armrest tightly while Zane's body keeps swaying from side to side.
Even the most impatient driver would have no choice but to find inner peace on a road like this.
In my eyes, you've always been the golden standard of calm.
No amount of haste can make the sunset wait for us. It'd only lead to us missing the scenery along the way.
I bring a piece of... Why is it so fast? Okay. I bring a piece of dried seaweed, sweet potato to Zane's lips. He lowers his head and uses his mouth to take the sweet potato. The car round a sharp curve steadily and continues a leisurely pace. Yeah, but in a situation like this, most people wouldn't be able to slow down.
Perhaps that's because watching the sunset isn't my only goal.
We share a smile. I pick up my camera. True. If we rush, we'll miss out on a lot. There's scenery worth capturing on the bumpy road like this. Just as I raise the camera towards Zane at the wheel, the car lurches violently. I hear a loud bang under us.
Warning, warning! The front left tire has burst. Please replace the tire.
Don't worry. Let's step out and take a look.
Sure enough, the car's front tire is deflated.
This won't be too much of a problem. There's a spare tire in the trunk.
Zane uses a jack to lift the car. Then he removes the damaged tire and replaces it with a spare. His movements are practiced and precise. I stand beside him and hand over the tools as needed. Dr. Zane isn't just skilled at performing surgery on humans. He's talented when operating on cars too.
I couldn't have done it without my instrument nurse's assistance.
Zane moves the jack and presses the ignition. The car responds with a careful rumble. The patient's vitals are stable, which means we can continue. Let's go. We climb it back into the car. Our road is noticeably our ride is noticeably smoother than before. Perhaps it's thanks to the new tire. Now let's push through and make it to the lake in one shot. I thought we'd make it to our destination without a hitch, but before long, Kilo sounds another alarm. You couldn't have voiced this? What's the... Why? Okay. Warning! Road construction has been detected approximately 1 kilometer ahead. Rerouting is recommended. The new route is longer. Please drive carefully. Staring at the gray route on the display, Zane and I exchange a glance. We're speechless.
It seems this excursion was never going to be simple.
Fortunately, the new route is smoother than the original, and we make progress. We make good progress. However, just as we're about to reach the lakeside, a flock of sheep leisurely crosses the road, blocking our path. They didn't seem inclined to let us through. I don't think we're going to make it. Zane glances at his watch. Then he opens the door
30 minutes until sunset.
And gets out of the car.
We can try negotiating with them.
Oh. How so? Zane and I approach the flock. The sheep turn to look at us, their bright eyes appearing remarkably docile. Zane takes the... Okay. Zane tries to guide them along, but the sheep don't seem to understand. Instead, one nuzzles his palm. Oh, that's cute. Making friends with the sheep seems to be going well for you.
I'm afraid becoming their shepherd will require more effort. Would you like to provide assistance?
I don't think that's a smart idea. I would have, like... I don't know. Come on. Go. I walk over and try to get the attention of the flock's leader. It enthusiastically nuzzled my arm.
It seems I'm not the only one who's popular.
Great. They can't cross the road, and neither can we.
Actually, there is one last resort. If you come here, I'll tell you.
Oh? You're acting very mysterious, huh? I walk over to Zayn's side, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a few dried sweet potato strips. The sheep's leader immediately draws to this food and trots towards Zane.
During critical moments, using the right approach yields the best results.
I pull out more dried sweet potato strips too. Together we flank the flock and call out to the sheep while slowly backing away. Fortunately, our efforts pay off. The sheep start following us one by one.
That should do it. Let's go.
One little lamb seems particularly fond of Zane. Instead of following the flock, it keeps nuzzling at his head against his leg. Charmed by the sight, I raise the camera and call out to Zane. Zane, look over here. As Zane turns, the little lamb looks back
We have
at
15 minutes left until...
At the same moment, and I take the photo of the scene.
sunset. Do you want to keep taking pictures? Or should we hurry?
After the lamb crosses the road, Zane opens his car door for me. You seem to be confident, Dr. Zane.
We've been taking it easy all day. Why don't we try something different this time?
Okay. I think we're close to the Kindle. Our whirlwind-like drive comes to an end. We make it to the lakeside just before sunset. Zane, we did it! Tourists stroll leisurely along the shore in small groups as I jump out of the car. As the sunset approaches, the lake shimmers under the lights. Its glow like a golden red gem. Zane extends his hand towards me. His fingers bathe in a luminous golden glow.
Shall we walk together?
Mm-hmm. Jump.
You have a new path to follow?
Yeah, I had twice. Yeah, we had twists and turns, but I finally found my own shortcut.
We had some detours. But on this path, no matter where we go, we'll always end up together.
It's beautiful.
Indeed, it is.
Looking isn't enough. I need to keep a memento. Are you ready? Just copy what I did.
Do I actually have to do it?
Hurry, come on, Zany.
All right then. Which pose should I start with?
A cool pose.
This pose? Well,
Well, you're handsome.
what matters is that you're happy. Is there anything else? A cute pose? Like this?
Yep, that's
Only
you're
you
cute.
would think that. What's next?
Can you make a heart? It'll be the last one.
You're the one who should complete the other half, no?
Of course.
How is it?
It's... Oh my god. I'm more than satisfied. My model is the best one in the world.
Now, it's time for pictures of us. This is a more worthwhile spectacle to chase. Let's make this view last a little longer.
If it was for the fact he was so tall, we would be able to see us. But I'm not complaining. Because I've seen so many otomes where they just have no face. So it makes sense. But I'm not upset. I have no room to be upset that our MC's face got covered. Because that's an otome staple. Well, at least the early otome. Those were... I'll explain it after I'm done. The sun sinks into the lake as the sky full of stars rise from the surface. Thane and I slide away from slip away from the crowd and settle on the rocky outcrop. A few tourists pack up their ring lights on the beach. They just finished a sunset live stream. A couple dressed for their wedding photos has just finished their photo shoot and is walking out of the water holding up their hems.
It seems everyone captured the scenery they wanted today.
What about you? Did you capture the scenery you wanted?
Throughout this trip, all the scenery I captured has been exactly what I liked and wanted. When you're here, it's always different.
The lake ripples gently. On the surface, it reflects our figure as we lean closer. When we're old and our memories start to fade, we can look through these photos together. We can relive and savor these memories again.
It's all right if we forget. Perhaps as time passes, we won't remember the details of our dates or the words we exchanged. However, it doesn't matter. Some things can never be taken by time.
I turn to look at Zane. Under the dim lights, his eyes shimmer with a different kind of brightness.
For me, what I want to remember the most has always been right here, within reach, and at every turn.
Stop, you're making me fall in love with you even more. Time washes away all that is indicated in time washes away all that is incidental. Only the essence of what truly exists is left behind. Take love, for example. That is so sweet and cute and lovely and overall everything. I like this. I really do. It was a cute card, and I feel like I should have read this after I got the 100 with affinity with him, because it looks like more like a honeymoon card for me than an actual marriage, but we'll get to the honeymoon on Tuesday because we're gonna read. I think we're gonna reread. Okay, it's more like a reread of Zane's card, his beach banner card, because I technically already read it, but I don't mind rereading it on stream because it makes sense that it's our honeymoon. Also, now it's time for me to explain that there was a, like, after the trailer came out for this, a lot of girlies were worried that our MC was going to be seen. But I think they were paying homage to how, like, in previous Otome games, like the really, really old ones, because I played, believe me, I'm a veteran of Otome games for the last 15 years. So I know what I'm talking about when I say this. But the MCs in those cards, or those cutscenes, they weren't really cutscenes. I would say they're more like CGs. The MC's face wasn't seen. We never saw her face. It was always... You probably would see her mouth, but you wouldn't see her eyes. They would either be covered by... They would be either covered by her bangs, or there'll be like some sort of undefined object that was convenient, or more like not a convenient object covering her eyes. So we never got to see her. We saw the guy, but we never got to see her. It was convenient for convenience sake. It was a conveniently placed object. Or conveniently placed bangs. Because we never got to see her eyes. We never got to see her face completely. And it was mostly, like, if you know Voltage Inc., that game company, I guess, their earlier games were very famous for that. They had the MC face not show very much. And they've been in business for over 20-ish. I might be exaggerating when I say 20-ish. I just started playing their games in 2011. So, more than 15 years. Okay, let's go with that. More than 15 years. Because if it's 20 years, then I would have been pretty young. I would be still a child. And children should not be playing Otome games. Okay? Let me make that absolutely clear. When I started playing Otome games, I was between the ages of 17 to 18 years old. I was not necessarily an adult quite yet, but I was adult enough to know the concept of romances. And I was spending my own money back then for these Otomes, mind you. I was spending my own money. I didn't use my mommy and daddy's money. But I was still within the range of adult. So I'm clarifying that right now. That because there's also people who are saying that children should not be playing Otome games. They can't. They could. I've been playing Otomes since I was 17, 18 years old. So it's not like that you can't. It's just that you have to find your age-appropriate game. Like, during that time, what would have been age-appropriate, at least for when you're a 17 or 18-year-old, that's what's age-appropriate are Otome games that center around high school or everyday life. Those are mostly graphic novels or visual novels. Those are the Otomes I'm talking about. But as you get older, you can graduate and go into like more adult themes, like where you're talking about more darker stuff or more adult stuff, like having a job or being in a marriage or a marriage of convenience or being in like a pirate or being on a pirate ship or hell, reliving your high school life or being a teacher dating another teacher, like some more adult stuff. You can graduate to more adult stuff. I've been playing all sorts of hell, you can even play as an up-and-coming idol dating another up-and-coming idol or actor. I've been playing those. You can be adult, a child. Well, not even saying a child, but you can be like a teenager. Most of these games, by the way, when I say teenager, they're between the ages, when they're set in high school, they're somewhere between the ages of 17, 18, and 19 years old. They're still in school because these games, of course, were set in Japan. So that's the age range that we're dealing with. You're dealing with 17 or 16, 17, 18-year-old people and their romances during that time. But I don't find that wrong. Okay? But those are the games I've played when I was a, an early Otome game player. And I've also played the sister game for this. It lasted 3 months though. I did not like the gameplay too much for that one because it was very tedious. And I found it really annoying. But it wasn't until I discovered Love in Deep Space that I actually started to enjoy myself again. But anyway, it is literally time for me to go because I have an appointment at 5. So it's time for me to go. So good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. Until we see each other next time. Bye bye, my loves. Adios. Adios, mi amores. Bye bye.